I tested 100 dopamine detox habits so you don't have to, and honestly, most of them are useless. But a few, they completely changed how my brain works right now. And today I'm ranking them from S tier to trash and showing you what actually works. I was in a terrible state for almost 20 years of my life before I started to work on it and decided to change something. 2 years ago, I was completely burnt out. My face looked something like this. I had brain fog every single day. I couldn't focus for more than 20 minutes, and no matter actually how many productivity systems I tried, nothing actually stuck. I kept thinking the problem was discipline, that I just needed to to try harder, but the real problem was much simpler and way more dangerous. I was trying to fix everything at once, so instead of guessing, I decided to treat it like an experiment. Over the past 2 years, I tested 100 different dopamine detox and productivity habits, everything from quitting junk food and social media to cold exposure, deep work, and structured morning routines. Some of them were completely waste of time. Some made things even worse, but a few of them, like they completely changed how my brain works right now, my focus, my energy, even how I make decisions. Even my appearance changed completely. So, in this video, I'm going to rank all of them in a simple tier list from S tier habits that you should start immediately to the ones that look good on paper but will quietly destroy your consistency. And more importantly, I will show you why most dopamine detox attempts fail and what you should actually do instead if you want real long-term results. Let's get into it. And first one we get is actually sleep. It is Snap S tier, started right now. If I had to pick just one habit in this list that affects everything else is in your life, focus, motivation, discipline, even your mood, it would be sleep. And the funny thing is most people like completely underestimate it. They think that sleep is just rest, like something passive your body does at night, but in reality, sleep is where your brain resets everything. Your dopamine system, your focus, your emotional control, all of it gets recalibrated while you sleep. So when you just don't sleep properly, you don't feel tired. Your brain literally starts chasing more stimulation just to feel normal. That's when you start scrolling more, start eating more, start eating junk food, procrastinate more, and etc. Actually, not because you're lazy, but because your baseline is broken, basically. And that's why sleep is not just important. It's like the foundation above anything else in this list, in this video. And if you don't sleep properly, anything else won't work. Just remember the rule. You can try all dopamine detox methods like I did in the world, like cold showers, routines, productivity systems, but if your sleep is bad, none of these will stick. So how do you actually fix it? Don't overcomplicate it. It's really simple one. Actually start with these three things. First one, go to bed at the same time every night. Your brain loves consistency more than actually perfection. And second one, remove screens at least 30 to 60 minutes before and after your sleep. Not because like blue light panic and etc., but because your brain needs a signal that the day is aware and it started. And actually, your phone is not the best way to start your day. And third one, wake up at the same time. Even if you sleep, even if your sleep wasn't that good that you expected, that's how you actually reset your internal clock. If you fix just this one habit, everything else in your life becomes easier and much better. Focus, energy, motivation, money, all of it actually. That's why sleep is not just S tier. I would like create a fundamental tier right here, and sleep was in F tier actually. Okay, guys, here we go next. Kaiser hour or cell morning routine. Probably someone of us heard this term. Actually, this is completely S tier, straight after sleep. And most people like to lose their day before they even get out of their bed. They wake up, grab their phone, and like instantly hand control of their minds to notifications, emails, and others people priorities. But before they even have made a single decision for themselves, they are already reacting. That's actually the problem of most of people. I had this habit for more than 5 years, and your brain is at its absolute peak during the first hour after you waking up. So your willpower is highest, your creativity is strongest, and your dopamine system is fully recharged. And yet most people have like absolutely waste this video scrolling social media, checking emails, jumping straight into house, into world and unpredictability, and that's exactly why the SEO morning routine belongs to actually S tier. Because high performers don't start their day reacting, they start by planning and directing their future. And for the first 60 minutes, your only job is to think without any phone, and any notifications, any emails, any distractions, and etc. Just you, your notebook, and your mind. Also, I recommend you. I've been doing this for more than 6 months, and it actually helps me. Write down your strategic thoughts, review your goals, identify your biggest priority, and actually, this habit will have the biggest ROI of the whole list. And you know, ask yourself the hard questions that most people avoid. What matters most today? What's the highest leverage action I can take? Where am I making the progress, and where am I stuck? This routine allows you to plan your day while your mind is like still fresh after you woke up. It helps you make high quality decisions before you fatigue and stress, any distractions begin to take you over. And that's actually the key. uh, Strategic thinking should happen when your energy is highest, and not at the end of the day when your brain is exhausted. And this is why sales founders and like other successful people, elite performers, protect their morning so aggressively. And because of 1 hour of clear thinking in the morning can save you 10 hours of scattering thinking later. And you are not just planning your day, you are designing actually your future. Next one, multiple of habits at once. This one. Straight to F tier, trash doesn't work. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to change everything at once. They watch a video like this, get excited, and like decide that's starting tomorrow they're doing to wake up at 5 o'clock, meditate, journal, work out, quit cigar, delete social media, and read for an hour every night. And for about 3 days, it feels incredible. Then reality like hits. Because your brain has limited self-control, every new habit requires actually attention, discipline, and mental energy. And when you overload the system, something eventually breaks. And it is absolutely impossible to include multiple of habits in your life at once. And the goal is not to like implement every habit in this list. The goal is to identify the one or probably two highest leverage habits, the ones that will create the biggest ripple effect in your life, and master those first. Like in my case, there were sleep and drinking a lot of water. We will talk about it a bit later, somewhere here. Yeah. So master those first, make them automatic, and only then you should add another layer. And this is exactly principle James Clear, as I remember that's his name, talks about in Atomic Habits. We will talk about it right now, actually. Small improvements repeated consistently outperform massive, unsustainable changes every single time. And remember, you are not like building a perfect week, you are building actually better life, and that happens one habit at a time. So just find one or probably two most leverageable habits you can implement in your life, and that will, I promise you, that will change your life. Next one, Atomic Heart. Controversial one. This book is actually one of the first I read, and a lot of people read as well. And honestly, it makes sense. It's simple. It's clear. It feels like I'm doing something right. But the real problem of this book actually is not information it includes, but the application. 99% of people don't do. Don't get me wrong. This book has great knowledge in it. Actually, great thoughts by Clear, as I said. But the real problem right here is that most of people don't actually apply it. And so if you can apply it, it goes to S tier, but most of people, like 99% I knew, didn't actually apply it somehow. Not because this book is bad, but because reading it feels like a progress on its own. And you finish a chapter, like you feel very motivated, I can through it as well, and maybe even write down some few ideas, start applying one day, two, three, and quit, and the life goes back to normal. Uh, Old habits come back, and actually old routines take over, and the gap between understanding and doing is where most people get stuck, and we talked about it actually right here. And just the truth is, the ideas of atomic habits are not complicated. They consider like do small things, do it, repeat them, do disciplined, make them easy, make bad habits harder. That actually works, but actually not because it doesn't work, but because it only works if you apply it immediately, not just think about it. And actually, for example, instead of like trying to become a new person, you just change one small thing in your environment, like we talked right here, discussed right here. So very easy example, like putting your phone away at night, or doing 10 minutes of focused walk before anything else. By disciplined, making like marks on your table, just one or probably two habits, not more. And this book actually, like anything else, takes some time. So yeah, atomic hearts, sorry, habits, is powerful, but only if it leaves this page and enters your real behavior. Otherwise, it stays exactly what most improvement content becomes, something you understand but never fully use. That's just the truth about this book. Next one, I'm sure that you know this girl. Let me just, portrait images. Yeah, that is it. Yeva, hi. So quitting porn and reclaiming your sexual energy. This habit actually can genuinely change your life, not because like porn is evil or something like that, but because it's one of the most effective dopamine delivery systems ever invented. So we live in the world of instant gratification, and you shouldn't depend on it. And this is way to hell, actually. Zero efforts, instant reward. Just imagine how big domination for your brain is when you watch this thing. Your brain simply like can't compete with that, and that's exactly why so many people get trapped. And at first it feels harmless, like a quick escape, a little stress relief, a lot of adrenaline and dopamine, but over time it takes control over you, and you feel this was the reason of my loneliness, anxiety, frustration for like year and a half ago, and that's when it starts costing you. Your motivation drops, your focus weakens, real relationships can feel like less exciting. That's a very real problem in especially Western world right now, and even every day, life loses some of like its color because your brain has become attracted to constant overstimulation. So refusing and quitting this thing is A tier, very high ROI. And first, understand this, like willpower alone is not enough. How I actually quitted it, I just have no more sense to do that. Actually, that's the only thing that's made me away. That's actually the only thing that made me away straight out of this thing. And if your environment stays the same, your behavior usually will too. And first of all, you need to change your mind. Like I did, I don't even see any sense to do that anymore, and that doesn't trigger me. And but actually, you should start something this way, like D tier. We talked about it in the tier. Just day by day, use it as one of habits you include in your life. Stop taking your phone into the bathroom or bed. Like make the beat habit harder. And second, like identify your pattern. When do urges usually appear? Like probably at morning after work or something else. When you are alone, or like figure these patterns. Actually, every addiction follows a loop, like trigger, craving, action, and reward, and break the loop at the trigger. Third, Also replace the behavior. You can't just remove a dopamine source, you need to actually redirect that energy somewhere productive. Push-ups, probably cold shower. It actually was a great way to quiz when I made push-ups, when I wanted to, you know what, a walk, journaling, probably deep walk, anything that changes your state immediately. And finally, don't obsess over streaks. This actually is not about perfection or something else, it's about progress. One mistake doesn't erase 30 good days. Learn from it, don't blame yourself, and keep moving. The real goal is just simply quitting porn, and the real goal is like becoming the kind of person who uh, no longer needs it. Next one, deep work. Deep work is like one of the highest ROI in the world. Skills you can develop in the modern life, even I think more important than this one. Because while everything else is distracted, the person who can focus for 2 or 3 straight hours becomes almost unstoppable. And the problem is that most people never actually walk. They switch between tabs, checks, notifications, like to reply to messages, chat, and etc., and convince themselves they are being productive. But in reality, they are just busy and imitating the process. And business is like every notification, every context switch, every quick glance at your phone forces you to brain to your brain to reset. Actually, it can take over 20 minutes to fully regain the concentration after an interruption. That's a devastating for high level thinking, and deep work solves this. It's actually, what is it? And actually, what is deep work? It's the ability to focus intensely on the cognitively demanding task for an extended period of time. No multitasking, no distractions, no escape routes. This is where your best ideas happen. This is like where real skill is built, and this is where your meaningful results come from. So how to implement it? Actually, I recommend you start small. I'm pretty sure that every person on the earth can block out just 60 to 90 minutes each day. Put the phone in another room, close unnecessary tabs, turn off notifications completely, choose just one important task. Less is more. Remember this quote, guys. The kind of task that actually moves your life forward, like probably walk, probably making exercises, and etc. Then work on it without interruption. The main important thing where almost everyone fails actually. And at first it will feel uncomfortable. Your brain is addicted to stimulation. It will beg for novelty. Ignore, just you must ignore it. Like a muscle, like focus gets stronger with training, and over time deep work becomes your superpower from super weakness. And in a world designed to distract you, the ability to concentrate is a massive competitive advantage beyond others, and that's why deep work easily earns its place actually in A tier, even before quitting porn. Next one, healthy nutrition, straight to S tier, guys, straight to S tier, absolute S tier. You simply like cannot outperform a bad diet. It doesn't matter how disciplined you are, by the way. So how hard you train or how many productivity hacks you know, if you are constantly feeding your body garbage, your brain will eventually pay the price. Like in system in garbage in, garbage out, you know. So because food isn't just calories, it's information. Every meal either supports your energy, focus, and recovery, or works against them. And that is actually the problem with modern diets. Most people live like on ultra processed foods, sugar, constant snacking, and your brain and your brain runs on what you give it. So poor nutrition doesn't just affect your body, it directly impacts your mood, motivation, money, dopamine regulation, everything in your life. Like sleep, I would even change these two, actually. So when your diet improves, everything improves as well, like a sleep. It works almost like a sleep. So your energy becomes stable, your focus sharpens, your sleep gets better, your workouts improve, even your emotional resilience increases. So how do you actually can fix the nutrition? Very simple. How I didn't actually review the meat, but I downgraded the amount of eating it actually, and increased the amount of eating vegetables, fruits, and etc. So my advice here, I'm not like a nutritionist, but what worked for me: high quality protein, fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, and minimally processed carbohydrates. So I really recommend you build every meal around protein first. Eliminate liquid calories, reduce, not necessarily eliminate junk food, because sustainability always beats perfection. That's just the rule in how this life actually works. So you don't need actually a perfect diet. You need a diet like you can follow for years and you feel comfortable for, and that's actually what makes healthy nutrition S tier. It compounds into like every other area of your life, even sleep as well. Um, so train hard, sleep well, think clearly, and that performs at your best. Very simple, and all of it starts with you, with what you put on your plate actually. Next one, digital detox. I would place in B tier, not because it's like useless, but because digital detox is actually overrated and even almost every time impossible in our life, because we live in 2026 and everything is like digitalized, and not having Wi-Fi, TV, and etc. is very hard for you. But actually, if you find a day in a week that you will be free of every distractions like Wi-Fi, like telephone, like phone, like TV, and etc., that will give you a big advantage beyond others. So I uh, once in 2 weeks I make fully strategic day, just me, note, and without nature actually, and almost without any phone, TV, and etc. I just use digital detox, and it really helps me, but I find it kind of overrated because it's really impossible not to watch YouTube, not to watch courses if you want to achieve something. So in today's world, I would say it's be useful, but actually very overrated. Okay, here we go. Next, caffeine, or I mean, quitting caffeine addiction. If we talk about energy drinks, it is absolute S tier, absolute S tier. But if we talk about coffee, I would say it's B. Let me explain. Sometimes caffeine can really help you in short running distance. But if you know you are addicted to caffeine, you're addicted to energy drinks, that's impossible to being healthy actually, and any other work will disappear only having this bad distraction. So I have never had this addiction at my own. I was never addicted of energy drinks, of coffee, caffeine, and etc. This is why I probably don't know how hard it is, but for some people, if you like drink 2 or 3 energy drinks in a day, it's bad as hell actually. So I would say it is useful, but a bit overrated. So you can really perform good with caffeine. I know some people who drink everyday coffee or energy drink and perform really good, but it's really hard for me and for most other people as well. So B tier. Next one, junk food or quitting junk food addiction actually. I would say it's high ROI, but it depends on your special case. I was never addicted to it. Even now I eat once in 2 weeks or probably 3 weeks, and in KFC or something like that, and it's absolutely okay for me because I like it. And if it's not that often, it's absolutely okay. But if you like eat once a day or probably 2 times in a week in KFC, Burger King, and etc., or any other junk food restaurants, it's really terrible, guys. It's really hurts, and the only thing you need here is just quit it at all actually, because I know that mostly in US guys are addicted to junk food. Not in Europe, that is not actually our problem. So if you are addicted to it, this is really hard for you guys, because these actually you can eat vegetables, you can eat fruits like here, but if you are addicted to something, that really multiples your all your efforts at zero, and that is actually why the quitting it makes you much better. Next one, girls. Girls actually are not useful. In fact, almost everyone starts their journey in self-improvement with girls. Like, I want to get it, I want to make more money, I want to be more disciplined. This is like starting point. And at first, it feels like powerful, like motivation, and a goal gives like something direction and it gives meaning. It makes you feel like you are finally moving towards something, but here is actually the problem. Goals by themselves don't change your life. They only like describe a destination, not the uh, system that gets you there. And most people confuse the two, and they set a goal, feel motivated for a few days, maybe like even a few weeks, and then reality like hits. And because the goal doesn't help you when you are tired, it doesn't help you when you are distracted, it doesn't help you when you don't feel like you want to do your work actually. At that point the goal is still there, but your behavior doesn't actually match it. And you need to understand the difference between system and your goal actually. And that's why so many people stay stuck. They set a goal, feel motivated, but do nothing further. And uh, like, not because they don't know what to do, they not because they don't know what they want, but because they actually don't do it daily and don't feel disciplined. So everything in this video is useless absolutely without any discipline and system. Actually, sometimes goal says like, I wanna lose 10 kilos actually. And but the system says I train 3 times a week and eat like this every day, and it's really hard, and you need enough discipline to achieve it. So goals actually are still useful. I'm gonna put it in B tier as well. They help you actually choose what matters, but they fail when they become the only thing you rely on. Because you actually don't rise to your goals, you fail to your systems. That's actually why goals sit in B tier. Very helpful for orientation, but incompetent without any execution actually. Next one, taking a walk at the sun. This is really helpful. High ROI for sure. I would list it somewhere here probably. Wait a moment. Yes, right here. So very useful for many reasons. First of all, we naturally need to have more than 10k steps daily, and that is the thing. And that is our normal amount of steps daily, because ancient people came more than this on daily basis, and our biological rhythm is not adapted yet. And second one, we need to get vitamin D, and that is the best thing to combine it in one thing. And also it boosts the state so much, so you have a very good state till the end of the day. I used to like walk 3 months daily, and it really changed my life. But with only approach 3 straight hours of walking around daily, I was very depressed that time, and it was the only way to change my mood actually. It helped. So you can start with 1 hour daily. It will boost you, I promise. Next one, hydration. This is pretty good, but I've never had this habit till the start of 2026. But for most of people it would be very useful. Now I drink more than 2 liters of water daily, and it really gives a big boost. Because if you don't even drink a liter a day on a daily basis, that is really harmful for your health and your organism as well. So therefore you need to drink at least 1.5 liters, but better 2 or 3 liters. Don't want to be so long here. This is really good, but didn't really made me high ROI in state measure first of all. So I really recommend it, but don't expect something miraculous. Next one, physical activity. It is pretty good, and I would say it's even S tier actually, because if you don't do sports, if you like stay on the same time for the whole day, you don't make 10k steps like here. We discussed already it. This is really bad for your health. So gym, tennis, football, anything else is really important, because it's literally mixes up your dopamine system, your adrenaline system, your testosterone. If you make a competitive sports actually, so this is really important for your health and well-being. Probably you noticed how good you feel when you just ended the training, going after gym to your home, and you just feel so good, you want to fly. and that is actually so healthy. But as every other habit, like we discussed here, you need to make it disciplined fully. And the best thing you actually can do it is buy membership in gym, actually 3 times a week on weekly basis. That's the only thing that can make you disciplined if you didn't have this habit before. But it's highly recommended. I would say it's very useful for you. So if you want to be healthy, just sleep good, just have a great nutrition and make sports. That would be enough without any bads, without any, and it would be absolutely enough without any dietary supplements. I find it very useless in most of cases. In my honest, biohacking, I don't really like it, and you just need to make your basic walk daily, and that would be enough in most of cases. Taking a cold shower, I would say it's normal. I have it on a daily basis for more than a year. Just imagine I have more than 365 days of doing the streak of doing these habits, but actually it gives some boosts in the morning, but that is not like something special, not something miraculous that won't change your life completely. But can you feel better at the morning? This is really useful, but I think that it is not necessary at all. For some people, it would be A tier. For some people, it wouldn't give any effects, and it would be just useless for them. And that is actually, I find it good, but not that like most of people think it is. So there's the point about it. And next one is actually content, or actually being addicted to content. This is of course D tier, trash, doesn't work. I mean, first of all, self-improvement content, because the only trouble with that, the only issue of that is that you just watch and don't apply it. Of course, any YouTube shorts and etc. are absolutely useful and don't give you any boost at all. Instagram Reels as well. So I talk mostly right now about content like this video. This is actually helpful, I'm sure, but most of these videos just make you think and procrastinate. No, don't implement something in your life, and you just wait, and that doesn't actually affect in your life. And that's the only issue with this, because actually most of videos are very useful, and the only problem with that you don't apply, and you actually don't know how to apply it in your life. You don't have a tool, but I just gave you in this video. So in most of cases you just lying to yourself, because you think that watching content is gonna boost me, gonna make me rich, gonna make me feel good, and etc. But it's actually not, because in most of cases it's created to make money on info products, and without application, guys, without your ability to apply the information, it will be absolutely useless for 100% of cases. So that's the only issue. I see tons of gurus producing content about how to actually implement something in your life, but no one of them talks about how implement it in your life. That's the problem with it. So deter. So here are 15 most popular dopamine detox methods, but I really want to explain you one thing. This is actually not about watching this video. This is about picking 1 or 2 habits you will implement in your life to have it for a whole life, but not day, 2, or even week. Actually, you don't need more information, you just need to apply it. And in this video, I gave you a tool how you can actually make it. So here was Alice Nashville. See you in next videos. Subscribe on my YouTube and on Instagram. Link in description.